Weird, it won't let me do it sideways. I have to do a live this way. I'm getting the tall live. I guess I'll wait to see if any better comes on. I was just covering the mic. Hopefully you could still kind of hear me. So, I guess I'll just gab with myself. And hello to the people who watch this after it's recorded. You know, it's like kind of an odd time. I used to come on later for these Wednesdays. But, look, get your drink. Actually, I don't even have a drink. There's like nothing in there. Fizz. Isn't that cute? Fizz. I got they're like an eggplant almost colored nail. Not my favorite, but it looked more gray in the nail salon. They are dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. And what am I up to right now? I just had dinner. Meg is with Cora. She's brushing her teeth, and I'm reading Britney Spears. Anybody else reading this book? I'm almost halfway through. Here it is, page 131. The whole Britney Spears thing, it's very interesting. I know you're either like, I feel like I took a poll today on Instagram, and it was pretty split, but more people said they were reading it, that they were going to read it. Are you reading the Britney Spears book? Do you have any interest? I find it interesting because I grew up like I was close to Britney's age. I think she's 1 or 2 years younger than me. So I like grew up, you know, a teenager listening to Britney Spears, and she had her psychotic break and shaving the head and Now we see her on Instagram where it's like she's doing these just weird, they're calling it weird dances, and then she's did the knife dancing thing. I've always felt more recently about her like she clearly went through trauma. Does she have a psychological disorder? Maybe. But I find too, though, we forget that sometimes when you go through trauma, when you come out on the other side in a way, like think about it. She was controlled by her father for, what was it, 13, 14 years or something? And when you come out of a trauma, like on the other end, or you start your kind of healing journey, you can take on the like mental level of where you were when the trauma started or happened. So I wonder sometimes watching her now, it's like, and it's interesting because in this book she kind of talks about it in the book. If you're just joining, I'm talking about Britney Spears right now. That's not all we'll talk about, but I'll say what I was thinking and then what she says in this book. That is kind of connected. So I was thinking like maybe she's kind of stuck at 17, you know, like doing these little dances and whatever, you know. Maybe she's stuck at when she was a teenager in front of the whole freaking world, very sexualized, right? I mean, she was, and she talks about that in here, right? Like she wanted to do one thing, they wanted to do another. And it's interesting though, and I just read this now right before I popped on. She's also talking about how she has felt like she goes back to certain time periods of her own life, like when her sister was 3, she kind of like felt like herself, but then also felt like she was 3. So there's might be something, I don't know if that can be something of a disorder, but she was saying as she got older, she also kind of regressed back into time of feeling like she was younger. So it's very interesting because I've heard of that where you go through a trauma, you come through it, and sometimes it's just like you kind of rewind time and you're mentally stuck at a certain age. I actually had a boyfriend who, I was 23 and he was 30 at the time, and I felt like he was stuck. Like I didn't know he was stuck until I was dating him like a couple years, and I'm like, I feel like he's just like, I started to get to know him better and really see into things. And I felt like he was stuck at like 19 years old. Like he was just mentally, emotionally maybe stuck. And part of me wonders if Brittany is kind of stuck in this age. Maybe it's right now, maybe it's permanent, like I don't know. But it's so interesting that she talks about how she has regressed back into this. And she's not talking about right now. Like right now, we're at the part, she's with Kevin Federline, right? So, very, very interesting. So, some of you may not be interested in that at all. So, I also was going to talk about, I just thought, and now it's like, sometimes when things happen, they're funnier than when you talk about them later. That's going to be right now. It's not going to be that funny. No, but yesterday, I don't know if you've ever had an infestation of bugs, but I have now. Never did before. Once I had like 20-something ladybugs in my college dorm window. I remember that, but that was it. I caught them all in a plastic Ziploc and I freed them. That was it. However, yesterday, inside I saw like a black flying bug. It has black with like a red stripe. It was like yesterday afternoon. I'm like, God, why? It's late in the season to have any little bugs like that here in the DC area. Like it's getting cool, but it was a warm day. I was like, oh, they must be, whatever. Then I saw another one. I'm like, and I looked from where the area they were kind of coming from in the window, and there was like, I can't even, like the heebie-jeebies, like it's like a bad movie of like a bad bug movie. It's like birds but bugs. So it's on the window. Inside there were like 10 of these on the inside of the window. And then I can see on the screen on the other side there's like even more. And then I look out, I'm looking like out on the deck area, and they're flying everywhere. So I go to open, so there's like a window, and then we have like a bay window with a sliding glass door area. So I went to the sliding glass door. I went to open it. I couldn't even open it because there were so many freaking fucking bugs flying around. It was so disgusting. And they're like these black and red flying. They're called, I figured out, I thought they were love bugs because, I don't know, that's what I looked up a while ago when I saw one last year or something. They are not. They are called box elder bugs, or box elder, I don't know if they're beetles or whatever, box elder nightmares, and they all hatch at the same time with hundreds. So I couldn't even open the back door, and it was later in the day, and I had to bring Cora, so it gets even worse. I have to take Cora to dance class. So, and they like the sunny side of things, and my back of the house faces the sun goes down that way. So it was like the sun was just beaming, so there was just hundreds of them, loving that sunny side of the house. And I'm like, well, I need to take her. So I did there were 12, 15 of them. I got them individually, got them out, thank God. And then it looked like more were probably going to come in. I'm just like, well, I got to take her to dance. So I took her, here's the part. So we go to the front of the house, and there's some out there, but nothing like the back. And so she opens her door and puts her dance bag in there. And I open the door, and she's like, oh my God, Mom. And I look, and I see something fly, out of the car at me, and I was like, oh, that's fine, they're just little, it's okay if one of them's in the car, it's not the end of the world. And then I look and I see it's a bee, and I heard that they didn't like citrus, and all I thought of quickly was that it was in a spray form, was lemon pledge. So I had sprayed, when we were in the house, I had sprayed that area with lemon pledge, trying to deter them. So, bees, citrus, I guess, they must like it. So, that bee, I'm like, oh, it's fine. Just thinking it's a one-off, it's a warm day, it's a bee. And then more bees come, and the bees are literally chasing me. Not like a ton of them, but there was 2 bees chasing me. And Cora's terrified of bees because she got stung by a bee and like threw up and like was about to pass out. We think it's the what's it called, vagovasal nerve something, not an allergic reaction, thank God, but she had a really bad reaction, so she's like terrified. So she's running around the yard. I'm running from the bees that are trying to fucking murder me. I actually have had an allergic reaction to a wasp, which I never did growing up, but at 28, that was the last sting I got. I got stung by a wasp at 28, my whole arm blew up. So I'm like, and the doctor was like, oh, if that happened, you could be allergic to bees too. I'm like, cool. So I don't know what I would, so I'm running. Normally I was never afraid of bees growing up, but since I had that reaction, so, oh my God, it was such a shit show. So we have like 9,000 of these weird black elder box elder bugs, and then my bees chasing me because I have the pledge sent to try to deter the box bugs. I'm gonna call them box bugs. And so we literally are running, and she's like, let's just not go. I'm like, no, we need to go to dance. Like, stop it, it's fine. I go, I'm like, the car is clear, and she starts walking back, and then more bees come out. And I'm like, oh my God, but they're like coming toward me because I smell delicious apparently. So then I wrap my hands like I had a sweater, like a cardigan, so I wrap them around my hands because that was the only pledge smell I had, and I wrapped them around my hands. By the way, is anyone there? Hello? Hello, say hi. I wrapped them around my hands so maybe it will like help the scent be not as strong. And I went in the car, and the windows had been rolled down. I don't know, I think I'd rolled them down right when we were getting in. So I rolled the windows up, I shut my door, and I went around to hers and looked, and I have my hands like trying to do it and stuff my hand back in the cardigan. And I'm like rolling up her window, and then I was like, okay. And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, hold on. So I take my sweater and I start like beating around the car to make sure there's no more bees. Because, you know, they would fly if they like get swatted. And she's like, just poor thing is terrified. And so I'm like, all right, clear, go. So she jumps in and shuts her door, and I jump in and I shut my door. And thank God there were no bees left in the car, because there were 2 that were sticking in the car, and so those 2 were, so there were some chasing me and there were some in the car because the scent of the lemon, I had touched the steering wheel. I really think it was the lemon scent, so they were like staying in the car because they kept staying right around the steering wheel that I had held on. So I got her a dance class, and I washed my hands at her dance studio like 5 times. And they still kind of had a little reminiscent scent of lemon on it. So I'll tell you what happens with the box elder bugs too. So the bees were gone, that's great. I went to at home, and I got, oh, look at this blanket, y'all. Oh my God, softest freaking blanket ever. We literally got, I'm embarrassed to say how many of these we got, but it was more than one and less than 500, okay? But these things are so soft, and they're reversible at home, and they're 50% off right now, so they're $14.99. They are the softest freaking blankets. They are so good. So they're fall patterns. They have this. There's a pumpkin one. I got one with sage green that has leaves. This is leaves and pumpkins, actually. And then there was mushroom and leaf one that was like a beige and white. And they're all reversed, but you don't understand the softness. It's like a baby blanket. Like, I sleep with it every night since I got 2 last week, and then we maybe got 2 more while I went to at home. Actually, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I got 2 more because I asked, are they still on sale? And he said yes, so I got 2. So anyway, this is the one. Here's the mushroom one. See a little mushroom? Oh my god! So cute. Oh, $14.90 natty out of your mind. So, okay. So, I am calling like 24-hour infestation places last night. Like, can anyone help me in my house? Because I'm picturing like worst case, like I get home and there's like 9,000 of them and they're in my house and they're eating my body. No, but I did think it would be like worse before it gets better. But they say at night they kind of like rest and they hide in the walls. That's fun. But they won't be outside. So last night, I think there were one or two, but I was like worried about today. I'm like, well, once it gets sunny again, what's gonna happen? So I have a pest control like company that comes every, quarter or whatever. So called them. They said they could have the guy who's so amazing. He's like country, like super country boy. He's like, I remember when I called him when we had the infestation of ground bees, and he was like, I was like, no one will kill them because they don't have stingers. It's like a law. And he was like, I won't tell if you don't. He came and got rid of all the ground bees. For all you bee lovers out there, I'm sorry. I know I'll probably get shit for this, but they were hundreds everywhere of bees. I just can't. So anyway, he said he could come out. So I came home. Oh, I have tooth shit going on again. So I was at the dentist today. Went to the dentist and then I was like, oh my god, so gorgeous out. I went and ate lunch by myself at this place called True Food. They have all like a anti-inflammatory diet, and it was so amazing. Oh my god, it was so relaxing. I sat there and this is what I did. I read half of Brittany's book while I ate a delicious chicken panini. And so when I came back, I don't know the order of things, whatever. At some point I came and he was here. He drove in at the same time, and he was like, well, he had just gone back and come back to his truck. He's like, I just saw you got a lot of them back there. So I came and walked back, and it was like half of what was there yesterday. I'm like, oh, this is like half of what was there. He's like, oh wow. I was like, yeah, it's like hundreds and hundreds. So he said he would spray them all, and we'll go from there. So he did. And then I left, and then I came back like an hour and a half later, and most of them, well, not most of them, I don't know where all of them went. Some are probably in the walls, so I don't know what to do about that. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know if they're not spraying inside the walls, I guess they can live in the walls, right? So I don't know what to do about that. But he sprayed the outside, and there are probably like 75, 100 dead ones that I can see. Maybe there's more that fell into the grass and stuff, but on the deck, there's probably like 75, 100, I don't know, maybe 75 dead ones. And then I had a couple more inside today, like 4. So we'll see. If they're still like coming out and stuff tomorrow, like I'll have to call them back. But it was freaking 200, hold on, it was 175 plus 80, I don't math, okay? It was 175 plus 85 or something. That much to spray these damn bugs off my house. Because I can't sleep at night if I know there's hundreds of bugs. And now, I mean, I know there's some in the walls probably. We taped off like so trash. We taped off the bottom of our windows. Because, you can get little gaps and stuff. We have old windows on, like, the back of the house. So we put, like, masking tape on it. It's just, like, oh. So, you'll see on my Aldi haul I did today, I got, weather stripping. Like, maybe we can shove that in there to make it not so hideous. But it was quite a situation. I will keep you all updated, but it reminded me of it just felt like a good Whiny Wednesday story. That sounds like an old school, like, WTF infestation. I mean, it was so creepy. They were everywhere. And then I had dead ones on my car. I don't know where he sprayed. Maybe the tree above my car or something. I don't know. But that's a cherry blossom tree. Don't kill my cherry blossom. But there were like little dead bug carcasses on my my hood of my car. So that was just so much fun. Hello, I see people there, but nobody's saying anything. Hello, are you there? Live chat, all messages. Hold on. Huh. Like, chat viewing. I'm like, I hope I'm not missing anyone's chat. Huh. Say hi. So I'm just talking to myself. So there's my story. I guess I'll go if no one's going to say anything. I know it is early. It's like dinner-ish time. But I wanted to do this because I'm really tired today. And I just want to relax and watch some trash TV. I've been watching Real Housewives of New York, catching up on that. I started that one late. Southern Charm. And there was another Bravo one. Well, I was watching the Real Housewives, but I think it ended. The reunion happened already. And then I watch morning show, so me and my husband are going to probably watch that maybe tonight. Did that start yet? Morning show? It's on Apple. I love that show. Love it. And then Marvelous Miss Maisel we watch. What is it? What's his name? The British show. Soccer. Anyone? I love that freaking show. And Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso, that's it. Ted Lasso. We also watched Ted Lasso, and I think we're almost done with that one. So Ted Lasso is a good one. I'm trying to think of other shows we watch. And that rounds it up. So say hi in the comments on replay, because I know there's like nobody. I mean, there's a few people here, but no one's saying anything. Why not, people? Come on. You just want to hear my story and just be all quiet, you're silenced. Maybe you're busy and you can't type at the same time. I feel your love. Anyway, so I'm going to let y'all go. And then, hello, anybody? I see more people hopping on. Say hello. It's the last chance, the last call for alcohol. Sorry I look like sheep poop today. This is awful lighting. I have like barely any makeup. I have a little mascara left, barely. I do like the new Bad Gal, Benefit Bad Gal. Oh, my battery's dying too. Benefit Bad Gal mascara, and my friend Aubrey was telling me we're FaceTiming and her eyelashes look good. She said Tower 21 mascara. That's what she wears. She said she's liking it, so I might try that. Tell me if you've ever tried Tower or something. And she said she likes her lip gloss too. Boomity boom boom. So, hello? Anyone? Alright. Well, I guess I'll put my little deuces up. And, but maybe we'll do Whiny Wednesday again. Guys, tell me what time is ideal for you for Whiny Wednesday. I make no promises. But if I can accommodate, I will. Okay? Love you. Bye.